video. In today's video, I want to talk about how you can start a web design business. Yes, you can. If you have a young person, any of these is possible for you because they would be the ones leading forward. Obviously, you need to know how to guide them to do this, but trust me, they have the skills and the know-how to be able to help you start a business and work from home so that you do not have to leave them alone and go to work for hours non-end. If we haven't met before, my name is Beatrice Yakubu. I am the founder of Simple Family Business, helping you as a parent to start earning money from home so that you can have time to be with your children without leaving them by themselves, so that you can have an impact and influence in their lives. Now, let's get started with this video. I'm going to talk to you about 3 ways that you can start a business, or 3 steps that you can start a web design business. There are various business options out there for you as a parent to get started with, but in today's video, I'm just going to focus on web design. Now, why is web design important in the first instance? Because everything is online now, isn't it? Can you remember the last time that you have been to a shop to buy things? Or can you agree with me that you have bought something online in the past 3 months? If yes is your answer, it means that you know that the online space works, but you are just on the other side of things. And my opinion and my mission is to get you to start earning money online rather than giving out money. But how can you do that? Because the web is a big platform for everyone, websites are important. Now, it is not mandatory that you start a business having a website, but most businesses would have a website, and that is why it is imperative. If you are starting a business, you can literally start a business that is just helping people to design their websites. Let me tell you, or let me go through with you the 3 steps that you can do this. Number 1 is for you to learn about the basics of website. Now, for many people, when I talk to people, they don't know what a website is, what a website will do for them, what is even supposed to be included in a website. So somebody will say, oh, can you design me a website? And then I start asking them these questions, and obviously you know that they don't have any clue about what a website is or what the website is even meant to include so that it can promote them powerfully. So you need to know these basics, because when you know them, you'll be able to guide your clients to be able to arrive at an answer or the ideas, or to be able for them to articulate the ideas that they have in mind. Bear in mind, web business is a creative business, and when it comes to that, people have so much in their heads, and sometimes how to get that out and even just get it to make sense can be pretty challenging. But when you know the basics of website, you will be able to guide clients in order to get them to say yes to you or yes to your proposal. What are the basics of the website? Number 1 is that you need to have the home page. You need to know about the about page. So for some people, in fact, I remember recently I was talking with somebody about their website, and when I said, send me some information, and one of them included the about page, it was like, I think 2 sentences about page. Obviously, that is not good enough, because that is what will sell you your business, and that is what people would read to actually understand where your journey is in terms of about page is important, and your ability to get people to understand that how they can get the about page stand out is important. Then the other thing is shop. So if you are going to help them to promote a product, shop is important. So how you can design that, or how that can look like, or how that can actually be laid out, just those basic ideas. And indeed contact, because for when you go on a website, if there is no contact page and the person has a question, guess what, they don't know what to do. They cannot even contact you. So all those are important areas that you need to know, so that you can support your potential client. The colors, I think that's the most challenging part of it, because someone will say, I want a website, and they have no idea what are the colors that they would like, what are the color scheme that they would like on the website. So those are your basic things that you need to know. Number two is for you to then employ a web designer. Hear me out. You are not the expert, and as the saying goes, if you look at Amazon, Jeff Bezos doesn't write books. Even if he has books, or if he has written books, is perhaps one or two books he has written in his lifetime. But can you imagine the number of books that have gone through Amazon? He started Amazon in order for him to help people sell and buy books. Now look at how big Amazon is. So what is he doing? He is the middle person who is helping people who wants books, so that they come to the website, and people who wants to sell books, so that they are on the website, to be able to facilitate a transaction. That is exactly what you will be doing as far as your business is concerned. So when you hire a web designer, that web designer is the person with the expertise. But guess what? Most people who have skills, they don't either cannot market themselves, or they don't like to be out there, especially when it comes to internet people, or people who are very, very internet savvy. They are so nerdy, they don't really want to talk to people, but they have the skills. So you would hire this person to be able to then provide the services to your clients. How does that work out? Of course, go to upwork.com. Once you have the basic skills, you know what you're looking for, right? You'll be able to get someone who can literally design a website for you and for your clients as well. And then it is not that you're not going to pay them straight away. That's for sure. It is an agreement between you and that person, so that when they start work, whenever you find work, what then happens is that whoever you are going to work for has to deposit some money, because that's the key thing to demonstrate their commitment to the work that you are going to provide for them. So that when they start the work and the second installment is paid, you can now then pay your web designer. Listen to that. So that is the caveat for you to be able to do this. It is not that you are going to become a web designer to be able to do it just like social media. You don't have to have all the skills and all the know-how and everything. You just need to know the basic skills, so that can facilitate you being the middle person to then help clients, especially if you live in the Western world, where our time is very scarce, and we need time to spend with our children. We haven't got the time because we have to go to work, and the money, which is not enough, and all that. Now, the last thing is for you to then find clients. How do you find clients for your website, or as a web designer? I am going to walk you through the example of myself and my daughter when we started, because we started on social media, and indeed she has transitioned in to be able to design website for people. Number one, if you have a child, that young person will be able to learn how to design website. It is a no-brainer skills. I know that it will require commitment on their part, but what I love about young people today is the fact that they learn these things like magic. I would say it's so nice looking at them work on the internet. Is so fascinating. I will watch one video maybe 3, 4, 5 times to try and pick one thing to be able to implement. They will watch that video, they are watching it in bits and implementing, and when I just look at that, it's so fascinating. So yes, your child can learn how to design a website if they choose to. And in addition to that, the kind of getting a client aspect is for you to now utilize your network. So yes, social media works, but for me, it was starting from home, i.e., those people that I know. And if you are someone who go to church, your church community is one, people, a bunch of people that you can kind of decide to talk to about this. And the point is that you are not going to tell them that, oh, I'm going to hire someone else to do the website for you. Then what's the point in that? You are the expert here because you know something that they don't know, and you can guide them. And trust me, even if they go to on Upwork to look for a web designer, they will know what to do. They will know how to find the person, and indeed, they will still have to come to you. So yes, you having that conversation about the fact that you can help them to design the website is key. What I've realized is that a lot of people who are starting businesses want websites. A lot of people do not know how to do it or to find the right person, and indeed you can stand in that gap for them and help them to be able to find the services that they require, and indeed you get paid handsomely, I would say, to be able to help them facilitate these services for them. So that is it with regards to starting a website as a business. There are a few things anyway in addition to that, but these are the basics that you need to know. So let's just recap what I've said so far, which is number one, you do not have to be a web designer to start a website business. What you can do is for you to know the basics, which is you can learn it from YouTube, you can buy a course, you can go on Udemy and learn it, and your child can even learn it and teach you the basics. Number two is for you to then hire someone who is who has the skills to provide a professional services for your client. Bear in mind, people require professional services, and when you hire the person, you are not going to pay them straight away. Then the third thing is for you then to find clients. Your church is one, your WhatsApp groups is one, Facebook groups is another, and your contact. In fact, we have so many people on our contacts these days that sometimes we even forget who they are. Utilize that contact list and you'll be able to find clients that you can do business with. Thank you so much for listening. I will come your way once again. If you are watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on it, share it, and yes, indeed, I will come your way with the next video. Thank you.